Cadillac is back in Formula One, and they're not here to play nice. What engineers are calling the AMR 26 prototype is more than a debut car, it's a beast. Every line, every vent, every surface is engineered for one thing: domination. With a Ferrari power unit and a design philosophy that's pushing boundaries, this car could shake the grid from day one. And the team behind it isn't just new, they're strategically ruthless, building a program that rivals might struggle to match. By the time it hits the track, everyone will know Cadillac isn't just entering F1, they're here to make a statement. Cadillac's entry into the 2026 Formula One season represents one of the boldest moves the sport has seen in decades. This isn't a small, experimental program or a marketing stunt, it's a full-scale attempt to build a competitive machine from the ground up. The team has invested heavily in state-of-the-art facilities spanning North America and Europe, combining engineering talent from Detroit, Indianapolis, and Silverstone to create a cohesive global operation. At the core of this operation is the AMR 26, Cadillac's 2026 Formula One car, designed to conform perfectly to the new regulations while exploiting every legal advantage. The bodywork is sleek and purposeful, every curve, vent, and surface is optimized not just for speed, but for efficiency and reliability across long stints. This is a car that reflects a holistic design philosophy, one where chassis, aerodynamics, and engine integration are considered as a single system rather than isolated components. Cadillac's partnership with Ferrari provides a significant technical advantage. The Ferrari power unit offers reliability and known performance characteristics, giving the AMR 26 a stable foundation on which to build its radical chassis concepts. This allows Cadillac engineers to focus on aerodynamics and hybrid integration without worrying about the uncertainties of an untested power unit in 2026. The leaked images and early renderings suggest a design that is aggressive but controlled. The side pods taper sharply, the floor appears sculpted for maximum ground effect efficiency, and the cooling outlets are strategically hidden to reduce drag. The AMR 26 looks unlike anything else on the grid, hinting at innovations in airflow management, tire preservation, and energy recovery that rival teams have yet to anticipate. Cadillac's driver lineup brings both experience and feedback precision. Valtteri Bottas provides a measured approach to technical development, while Sergio Perez contributes a dynamic understanding of car behavior under race conditions. Together, they form a feedback loop that accelerates learning and enables the engineers to validate design concepts far faster than a typical debut team would manage. The management structure emphasizes integration and speed of development. Graham Lodon and Dan Torres coordinate the operations across 3 continents, ensuring that design decisions, simulations, and manufacturing milestones are aligned in real time. This global approach allows the team to iterate on concepts, troubleshoot problems, and test solutions before the car even reaches pre-season testing. Finally, the atmosphere inside the team is one of intense focus and ambition. Every engineer, mechanic, and strategist knows that 2026 is not a development year, it's the launchpad for a program that intends to compete at the highest level from day one. Cadillac's approach isn't cautious, it's calculated, deliberate, and uncompromising. The AMR 26 isn't just a car, it's a statement. The American brand is here to show that it can compete with the giants of Formula One, and it intends to do so in spectacular fashion. At first glance, the leaked images of Cadillac's AMR 26 might look like a conventional 2026 F1 car, but the details reveal something far more ambitious. The bodywork is aggressively sculpted, with side pods tapering into the floor, creating airflow channels that appear optimized for maximum ground effect efficiency. These subtle curves and hidden inlets suggest Cadillac may have found ways to manage thermal load and hybrid energy deployment in ways rival teams haven't yet considered. The front wing and suspension layout hint at a car that is stable yet reactive, designed to handle cornering forces with minimal tire degradation. Unlike most debut cars, which often struggle to balance aerodynamic efficiency with mechanical grip, the AMR 26 seems to integrate both perfectly, suggesting extensive simulation and advanced CFD modeling. Early insights from insiders indicate that Cadillac has also optimized weight distribution specifically around Ferrari's power unit, giving the car a lower center of gravity than other customer teams might achieve. The cooling system appears radically different from other 2026 designs. Intake sizes are smaller, while the exhausts are integrated into the bodywork in a way that minimizes drag. This could mean the car manages heat passively, relying on the structure itself to direct airflow and dissipate energy. Such a solution would reduce aerodynamic compromise while maintaining reliability under race conditions, a significant advantage over competitors still relying on traditional ducting. Inside the chassis, the AMR 26 reportedly includes modular design elements. Floor plates, side pod internals, and suspension mounts are built for rapid iteration, allowing Cadillac to refine the car quickly during testing. This flexibility is unusual for a new team and shows that Cadillac's design strategy focuses not only on speed but also on adaptability, giving the team a head start in mid-season development. The driver's feedback loop is another hidden advantage. Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez are not only experienced but have been involved in testing simulations before the car hits the track. Their input has guided subtle changes in suspension geometry and energy deployment strategies, meaning the car is effectively coached by its drivers before the first race. Finally, the design philosophy behind the AMR 26 is audacious. Every decision seems aimed at avoiding common debut pitfalls: instability under ERS deployment, unpredictable thermal loads, and excessive drag from cooling compromises. This is not just a fast car, it is a complete system built to manage every factor simultaneously, a hallmark of high-level engineering only possible with substantial resources and technical expertise. If these images are anything to go by, Cadillac isn't simply entering Formula One, they're creating a car capable of redefining what a debut team can achieve. And rival teams are already taking notice, even if the public remains unaware. Cadillac's AMR 26 isn't just a debut car, it's a calculated statement of intent. The chassis and aerodynamics suggest that every aspect of the car has been engineered with a full understanding of the 2026 regulations, rather than adapted from previous designs. This isn't a compromise, it's precision. The AMR 26 looks designed to avoid problems other teams are still predicting: floor instability, hybrid deployment inconsistencies, and cooling inefficiencies. The real twist is how Cadillac has integrated the Ferrari power unit. Unlike typical customer teams that must adapt a chassis to fit an engine, Cadillac appears to have designed the chassis in parallel with the engine layout. This approach reduces compromises, lowers the center of gravity, and optimizes hybrid energy management. In practice, it could mean the car performs predictably and efficiently under conditions that would challenge more conventional designs. Furthermore, the leaked images hint at hidden design choices such as integrated thermal channels and airflow-guided cooling that could allow Cadillac to manage heat and ERS deployment passively, reducing drag and tire degradation. In other words, this car could outperform rivals even if its raw power output isn't higher, simply by managing energy and stability more effectively. Operationally, Cadillac's transcontinental setup gives it another advantage. Teams in Europe, North America, and Detroit can work simultaneously on simulations, component fabrication, and pre-season testing, creating a development loop far faster than most competitors. By the time rivals even see the car in testing, Cadillac may have already iterated improvements unseen by the public. The driver feedback loop further amplifies this advantage. Bottas and Perez are providing insights into cornering, energy deployment, and balance before the first official test, effectively pre-calibrating the car. Most teams would need weeks to reach this level of refinement. Finally, the AMR 26 isn't just technically advanced, it's psychologically intimidating. The design communicates precision, stability, and intent. Other teams may look at it and wonder how Cadillac, a debut program in Formula One, has created something so polished and complete. The key takeaway: Cadillac hasn't just built a car. They've built a platform capable of evolving quickly while rivals react, potentially giving them a hidden advantage before the season even begins. Despite the leaked images, the paddock remains unusually quiet. Normally, radical new designs would spark immediate scrutiny, FIA inquiries, or at least public speculation, but Cadillac's entry has created a unique silence. Rival engineers have reportedly seen the same images and are privately cautious. They're unsure how Cadillac has resolved the challenges of 2026 regulations: thermal management, hybrid deployment, and aerodynamic stability. Yet no one is openly criticizing or questioning the legality of the car. This hesitation alone is unsettling. The AMR 26's integrated chassis-to-engine design and passive cooling approach could allow Cadillac to avoid many of the problems other teams are struggling to solve. It's not just clever, it's potentially a step ahead of everything the grid has prepared. Even the FIA has remained neutral. Technically, there's nothing illegal about the design. But the innovation is subtle enough that it bypasses conventional scrutiny. Competitors can't protest what they don't fully understand. And until they see the car on track, any assumptions about performance or legality are speculative. This creates a dangerous psychological advantage. Teams are forced to observe and guess rather than plan or act. They can't copy what they haven't seen, and they can't react effectively without exposing their own development gaps. Operationally, Cadillac is leveraging its transcontinental team structure to iterate quickly, meaning even early test sessions could show improvements that competitors won't be able to replicate immediately. Every adjustment, refinement, or new data point increases the lead in ways rivals cannot anticipate. By the time the season starts, Cadillac may not just be fast, they could have defined the pace of the entire grid, forcing every other team into reactive strategies. This is why the silence, the lack of public reaction, and the subtlety of the car are just as significant as the speed it promises. Even before the AMR 26 hits the track, its existence has already forced the entire grid to reconsider their strategies. Cadillac's holistic design philosophy integrating chassis, aerodynamics, and engine packaging is a blueprint that could redefine how teams approach the 2026 regulations. Competitors may find themselves in a reactive position. While Cadillac iterates rapidly across their global operations, other teams will be trying to catch up with concepts they did not anticipate. Every simulation, wind tunnel test, and design decision could be undermined by the presence of a car built from scratch to exploit the new rules in ways no one else considered. The transcontinental workflow operations in Detroit, Indianapolis, and Silverstone allows Cadillac to test, manufacture, and refine parts almost continuously. This means by the time rival teams see the car's behavior on track, Cadillac may already be on version 2 or 3 of the AMR 26, leaving competitors playing catch-up. Driver feedback will amplify the advantage. Bottas and Perez provide input before the car even runs, effectively pre-tuning the car's behavior under race conditions. This early feedback loop may allow Cadillac to reach peak performance faster than teams relying solely on post-track iterations. Strategically, the AMR 26 could set the new benchmark for midfield and even podium-level performance. Teams will have to respond not just on pace but in philosophy, redesigning cooling, floor aerodynamics, and hybrid management to match a concept they didn't anticipate. This isn't just about a strong debut. It's about establishing a long-term advantage. If Cadillac can maintain development velocity, improve reliability, and optimize operations, they may have an upper hand not just in 2026 but across multiple seasons. The key takeaway: Cadillac's AMR 26 is not merely a new entrant, it is a potential disruptor, a car that could dictate how the grid evolves throughout 2026, forcing every team to rethink the rules and redefine performance expectations. So here's the reality: the AMR 26 hasn't even hit the track yet. There are no lap times, no tire wear data, no race telemetry. And yet, the anticipation and the fear has already begun. The leaked images and early renderings suggest a car that is polished, aggressive, and strategically designed to outperform expectations. But the real question is not just whether it is fast, it's how it will disrupt the balance of the grid. Cadillac's approach, from global operations to driver feedback, gives them a head start that few teams can match. By the time rivals see the car in action, Cadillac may already be several iterations ahead. They've built a machine that isn't just about speed, it's about control, efficiency, and long-term evolution. The other teams face a difficult choice: react immediately and risk errors, or wait and potentially fall further behind. This dynamic puts Cadillac in a powerful position before a single point is scored in 2026. And the scariest part? The car's full potential may not even be revealed until mid-season. Every adjustment, every fine-tuning session could unveil a new level of performance. Competitors will be left guessing, trying to decode a system that was engineered from scratch to dominate the new rules. In short, Cadillac hasn't just entered Formula One, they've made a statement. The AMR 26 is a beast, a calculated threat, and a preview of what the team intends to achieve in 2026 and beyond. By the first test sessions, the world will see whether this ambition is realized or whether the grid has underestimated just how much Cadillac has prepared. The countdown has begun, and one thing is certain: the 2026 season will look very different with Cadillac in the mix.